Welcome to part 2 of Bedtime Stories with Webby. In this story, I'm going to tell you about a friend of mine who was so worried about what his girlfriend was getting up to that he tracked her. And I'll tell you exactly what happened and the consequences of all this in this story. Welcome back to the channel, and it's a lovely day. It's a bit breezy, it is, but a nice day. And I'm really enjoying making these stories. I've had mixed messages in the comments. 90% has been amazing, and 10% of it were taking it far too serious. These are entertainment stories which happen to be true. So this one, a subscriber of mine, who's now a good friend of mine, moved here a couple of months ago, and he said he didn't want a bar girl as a girlfriend. He didn't want to pay, and the same old story. I don't want to pay, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that, but I want to fall in love, and so on and so on. So let's get straight into this story because I'm laughing telling it. There was 8 of us, went for food, and my friend introduced me to his new girlfriend. And he said to me, he met her on Thai Friendly, and she's not a bar girl, and she's not a working girl. She's got her own house, her own car, her own motorbike, and she doesn't work. So I said, well, she don't work at all? No, and she's got 2 children. So when we're having food, I makes up a conversation and I says to the girl, hello, my name's Webby, blah, blah, blah. So I said, you don't work, no? She said, no, I don't work. So I said, oh, so who pays for the car and the house and everything? Well, there was no reply to that, just like a wry smile. So my friend says to me, what are you trying to say? I said, I'm not trying to say anything. I just asked the question of why she doesn't work and who's paying for the house. So I thought it was a genuine question. So anyway, we leaves it at that, and I says no more about it. My friend is happy enough, been seeing this girl now about 3 weeks, and she's living with him, and she's disappearing all the time, and she's going for like 2 hours at a time, and so on, because she's going to see her sister. So anyway, she tells him after about 6 weeks, I'm going to work in a bar, but don't worry, babe, I'm only going to be working for drinks. I promise you I will not leave the bar. So he says, oh, great. So we're all sitting down having food. She's gone to work, and we're all talking. He says, oh, this is great now. He said, she's working in a bar, but only for drinks. I'm really happy, X, Y, and Z. Well, I'm just grinning to myself. So at the end of the night, we all go back to the condo, and he goes back to the bar to see his girlfriend, and she's not there, right? She's not there. So he sits there and waits for her. So she returns after about an hour and a half, and he says to her, where have you been? Oh, look, she said, I went to see my sister. And he said, you didn't go and see your sister because the cashier just told me, or one of the girls, whoever it was, just told me that you've been bar fined. So she said, yeah, I have. I was bar fined, but we only went for a meal. He only took me for food. Nothing happened. I told you, I love you, and I'm only working here for drinks. I'm so sorry. I'll never go again. I'm glad you're still with me in this part of the story, because in the meantime, he bought a tracker and he put it on his motorbike. So he lent the motorbike to her to go to work. And he looked at the tracker, and she'd been in one of the hotels in Soy Bacau, and that's where she'd been for the last, I don't know, 2 hours, I think it was, right? So she'd been in the hotel for 2 hours. So I said to him, did you ask her? He said, yeah. I tackled her and I said to her, no, you said you went for food, but you was in a hotel room. So anyway, she broke down and apologised and said, look, I needed money for my kids. I needed, they had to eat, this, that and the other. So I'm really sorry, it won't happen again. At this point, he accepts her apology and he accepts that it was a one-off and it won't happen again. But the problem is, he don't want to pay. That's the problem, right? So the point I'm trying to make is, right, believe me, if a girl has got a family and she's got children and you are not going to want to pay, it doesn't matter how much this girl likes you, right? She will do whatever she needs to do to make ends meet. Anyway, the following week, we all go away. We go away for about 4 days. So he lends her the bike and he says nothing to her and we all go away. Well, after the second day, he says to me, have a look at this. She had been to 4 hotel rooms the first day and 5 hotel rooms the second day. So he said to me, Jesus, that's ridiculous, he said. I said, whoa, hang on now. You're jumping the gun, right? Maybe she's got a job cleaning condos, right? You know, she's been to 9 condos the last 2 days, so maybe she's cleaning condos. And he said, are you serious? I said, no, I'm not, right? But you have taken this, right, as you've got a girlfriend, and you've taken this as all serious in Pattaya. So, like I told you the first day I met you, you deserve all you get because I told you, right, what would happen in Pattaya if you're looking for love and you don't want to pay. If you don't want to pay and you're looking for love and they got to get money some way. So it was always going to happen. We returns after our trip and he talks to her and he says to her, I want to end it. So this is the best bit. We're in a restaurant having food. He said, oh, me and my girlfriend have finished. I said, what do you mean your girlfriend? He said, me and my girlfriend are split up. I said, she's not your girlfriend, right? She never was. And I said, and furthermore, right, you tracked her, right? And I'm glad it's happened. I'm glad it's opened your eyes because you weren't listening to nobody. You're blind. You was blinded by it all. What do you expect the girl to do? She got 2 children. She needs to earn money. It's as simple as that. And he said, yeah, but you know, we were together. I said, no, you was together with her, but she wasn't together with you. She was just sleeping in your condo and going out and earning as much money as she possibly could. Now, she might like you, or she might not like you, but at the end of the day, the number one priority is earning money. 3 weeks go by, they didn't speak to each other, and all of a sudden, I heard from a third party, because he wouldn't tell me, because he knows I'd play hell with him. He was on the phone to her, begging her, and I mean begging her to go back. So she went back to the house, or she went back to his condo, and he said they're going to give it a go, and he accepts what she does. And I looked at my other friend, I said, he will never accept this, never. Well, anyway, 3 weeks later, or 4 weeks later, he was on a plane back to England. And I messaged him and I said, do not come back out here until you accept what goes on in Pattaya, until you accept the rules and how to play it, because what you done was absolutely ludicrous. And he said, okay, I know. So he's back this week, so I'll keep you updated with this story and the next story I've got. And all these stories are true, right? They're all true. The next story I got is one of my friends fell in love with a brother and sister on Rumpo Complex. So that's the next video on bedtime stories with Webby. So I hope you enjoyed this one, and comments below if you're enjoying it. The views are up on these stories, so you must be enjoying it. I have 1 or 2 nonsense content comments and a couple where you're all taking it too serious. So until the next episode of Stories with Welsh Time, Bedtime Stories with Webby, I shall see you on the next video. So bye for now.